Okay, that stuff is fine and spooky enough for Moy. One moment, friends and folks and creatures of the night. Let me go to the window. We have arrived at the window! Alright. Here we go. Welcome, one and all, to episode 2 of Tales from MCI. I am Black Moon, and this is Candy Carnage, and we are Moon Carnage Incorporated and Inc. and all that fun stuff. Welcome for those who are hanging out. This sounds like a Billie Eilish song, not gonna lie. Can you hear it very well over there? Is it loud enough for you, dear? Yeah, okay, cool. If she's grooving, I'm grooving. Well, finally, we have made it to another episode. I am so glad to have y'all here. I finally fixed the links at the bottom. They actually go to different places. Big thumbs up. We have our Insta, and we have our main page that leads to everything, our merchandise. We actually, since the last time you all talked to us, I added more merchandise. I added the TikTok. I added the Instagram. Candy added the Reddit, and all kinds of super fun things. So,
and I actually got one of the shirts, and it is super comfy.
Oh yeah, she did get one of the shirts. Yep, she got the MCI Moon, and it is extremely comfortable. It's a little bit more spendy because you are paying for higher quality. They also cure it with like vinegar instead of like super toxic chemicals, so it's better in the long run for your print and for you. So, Breadless, yes, check out the merchandise. We will be adding more once I come up with more really super cool ideas. So, welcome, Candy. It's been a hot minute. We were gonna try to do this like once a week, but we had life happen, so. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Today we are going to be covering a spooky story, some true crime, a recipe I have made, and I don't really have a game review today unless any of you have one. Feel free to email us at mooncarnageinc at gmail.com. So we should probably get underway with horoscopes. We put the horror in horoscopes. Where is that? That is so happy. What the hell, Leonte? No. Thank you. Much better. So today we are going to start with some horoscopes. I'm sorry for those who... I mean, I'm more than happy to go back and list some horoscopes. If y'all pop in, it just covers up my entire window. So that's the only issue that I'm having. One moment, please. All right, friends. We are going to start with Aries for today. Excuse me. Aries, like myself. If you've been thinking about investing, this isn't the day to start. Not only would there be delays in processing your investment, but it also probably won't pay off the way you hope. Read about the options open to you and consult with someone knowledgeable in a few days. Think about it, and if you're so inclined, go ahead, but don't do it now, is what it's saying. All right, our friendly Taurus. Taurus. Attempts to reach a potential or current business partner could go awry. Phone messages may not get delivered, emails could get lost, and letters remain unopened. This person is having a hectic day. Don't think he or she is upset with you. If you really need to reach this person now, you might just have to go over there. Technology just isn't your thing today for it. So, Taurus, you should probably just do things in person. Alright, Gemini. Today you might feel a little out of sorts. Perhaps because of overindulgence from last night, you might be tempted to stay... Oh my god, a pop-up. Hold up. You might be tempted to stay home in spite of other commitments. This actually might be a wise course of action. Though you may feel better by mid-afternoon, spend the morning relaxing and taking care of yourself and see what the rest of the day brings. I think Gemini need to be patient with themselves today. Why do I keep getting these horrible ads? I don't like that. We're going to skip on over to Cancer, see what's going on here. Alright. Cancer. Today, you might be eagerly awaiting a phone call that never seems to... Wait a minute. Yeah, okay. I thought I was reading Taurus again, but, come from a current or potential romantic partner. Ooh. This could awaken your insecurity and cause you to think the worst. You should be relieved when the call finally comes, probably mid-afternoon. Relax, hang in there, keep busy. So, for those of you expecting a phone call, don't be cray-cray about it. You got this. If you would let me go back. Alright, Leos. I think that's our own Icy. I don't know if he's here. Oh, damn, I thought Icy was here for a minute. I was going to be like, Icy, this is all you, buddy. Alright. A member of your household could be depressed over their job. Something may have gone wrong that wasn't their fault. You might be called upon to distract this person and get him or her going again. You won't be alone in this. More than one visitor could drop by to bring good news and information, improving the mood. So, somebody you care about could be having a rough time. Just give them a hand. I believe in you. You got this, Leo. Alright, we're moving on to Virgo. Alright. Some letters, checks, or phone calls you may have been expecting for a long time could still be delayed. There's no reason to get too frustrated as delays are beyond your control. The best course is to find something else to do and let whatever you're waiting for come when it will. It hasn't been lost. Patience. Patience, Virgo. Sounds like technology is failing all of the signs today, honestly. Oh my god. Libra. 1 second. Alright. Libra. Some news about money. Perhaps a check in the mail you've been waiting for still might not come. It's going to be frustrating, Libra, especially since there isn't much you could do. It will come, so the best thing to... You know, whoever wrote these horoscopes sure did do the same shit. Distract yourself, get your mind off it, find a good book. Alright, I swear, if Scorpio says the same shit, delays in accomplishing certain goals have you feeling down. You could wonder if you did something wrong. Chances are, you didn't. The delays probably stem from poor communication, letters and emails and other messages. Oh my god. Every single one. Honestly, I might pick a different place to get my horoscopes from. Sagittarius, you might be feeling low. You may not have any idea why. Your life is going well, so there's no reason for you to feel this way. Chances are that you saw something that might have triggered an unconscious memory without even being aware of it. Discern what it is and release it. So, don't let something in the past ruin the now. Like,
That's why my mom called me today.
yeah, probably, honestly, yeah. Don't let it affect what you have now. Like, it's a different timeline. It's a different timeline. I believe in you. All right, Capricorn. Today it looks like you might not be able to attend a group activity you've been anticipating. Other pressing matters may demand your immediate attention, and this could prove quite frustrating. However, if you work quickly and efficiently, you might be able to make it after all. Budget your time. Okay, so everybody hates it when bullshit happens. Like, even I get all bent out of shape. I'm an Aries. I get bent out of shape, so I believe in Capricorn. They're not as hot-headed as an Aries is. Like, just, ugh. Alright, Aquarius. A delay in completing an important project could have you feeling irritated, frustrated, and inadequate. Aquarius, even though you've done your best, the problem is probably beyond your control. There isn't much you can do about this, but wait. There are probably a lot of other important tasks waiting. Take care of them. Get your mind off the other thing. You'll get it done. Like, everybody's just way too hard on themselves, I think. I mean, everybody's trying, and you can only do so much, you know, in a day. So, give yourself a little slack. Just a little. Not a whole bunch. But, I believe in you. Alright, Pisces. That would be for our own Miss Candy Carnage today. Pisces, some pressing matters might have you worried that you might postpone a much-needed vacation. You could be tempted to go into a funk over it, but don't. It could create the very situation you don't want. If you budget your time and work efficiently, you'll probably be able to go on your trip as planned and have a wonderful time.
I only have one trip planned, and that's already all set in stone. So.
Yeah, there might be something else that you have in mind, though, in the long run. So, do not lose faith, my friends. I believe in thee. Okay, that's it for the horoscopes. Thank you for joining me for those. I'm trying to think of what might be next. Do you want to do yours first? You want me to do the spooky one? Okay. We're honestly only 13 minutes into this whole thing. We haven't really gabber-gabbed. Oh, we gotta banter! It's time to banter, my bitches. We gotta get this link sent out too, so hopefully we can get some. You know what I do? Yes, you do. Go to YouTube, you copy that. Oh, hold on. You're not technologically silly goosey. This music is so much fun. Ding, 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 ding. Goodness gracious. Hey, there we go.
Bro, I can't wait for this weekend to be over so all these people get the hell out of our town.
Right! For those of you in the Colville area, we are having a little thingamajig going on right now. It is called Farm Jam. I'm gonna like this because I can. Where's the share option? No, I do not want to clip myself. Thanks. No, that's horrible. Okay, well. It is what it is. Yeah, we got Farm Jam coming up this weekend. Terrible. Okay, so Farm Jam is like a little mini country festival thing where they have vendors and food booths and like music. It is okay. It is not my jam, though it is a farm jam, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't go check it out. If you're in the local area, I suggest checking it out. I don't know where it's at per se. You gotta go on a back road behind the flour mill, straight back, and it should lead you to a big field with a parking lot. But
It's pretty expensive.
oh yeah. Candy State is pretty expensive, so I don't know. Did you have anything spooky happen to you recently?
I don't know, I was sitting here researching my spooky stuff, and you walked into the other room, and I swear to God, somebody walked out of the bathroom and went that way too, and I was like,
Oh, I had something happen the other day. I thought I was straight up talking to you, and you weren't even back here. But it felt like you were here.
I could hear you talking from where I was at.
Yeah,
in the kitchen.
yeah.
I was like,
No, I swear to God, you were
talking
standing.
to?
You were standing right here, I swear to God. So, I don't know. Apparently, we've got some amused spirits and ghosts up in this bitch. So, that's really super fun.
It'd be really super nice if my dad would give you his headphones back. Your headphones back. Because I know that he took them.
Yeah, they're good headphones. I don't even blame him for taking those headphones. My earpods, right. So Candy gifted me a set of headphones, Beats by Dre, and they went missing all of a sudden for no reason. Like, what's funny is when I go to the whole find my whatever, like they
right
show
here.
up. It says they're here, but out of wherever, all the places I've looked, I can't even find them. And I'm like, well, damn. So
We tore this place apart.
we did, but we still cannot find my poor earbuds.
But he also did the same thing to me
Yeah.
for like
You
months.
That's
before
that's
I
why
found
you went
them.
and bought your other set, is because he took your earbuds. So we believe we have the spirit of her stepdad. Is the reason why we actually live here. So
He just likes to come fuck with us sometimes, I think.
I can't blame him if he's just hanging out and having fun. I mean, like, that's no problem.
We also didn't take care of his yard, so he's probably a little upset.
Honestly, I have different reasons as to why.
That bro had so much energy to do that kind of shit, though.
It's the Diet
You
Coke.
know, also wanted to.
Yep. Yep. He sure did like that outside. For sure. Oh, God. Let's see. So, of all the newer games you've played,
I did see something at work, though.
what do you mean you saw some? Get over here. You saw some shit.
Like, I swear, we're the only ones in the rooms when we're cleaning the rooms, okay? So there should be no sound, because we're not allowed to put the TV or the radio on, right? So it's just us and our cleaning sounds. But I swear, I heard footsteps when I was cleaning the bathroom, and like saw a shadow, and then when I turned around, there was nobody there. Nobody. And I was just like, okay. I'm just trying to clean here, so
Yeah.
just give me a minute.
I never get any kind of spooky vibes at work. I never get any of that. Nothing bad ever happened at work, really.
Yeah, that place is too new and I don't know. Most of the spooky shit around that area is gonna go back.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, let me go see if I can find this. All right. Is it that time for a spooky story, babe? Do it. Okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I am reading. Excuse me. It is a story called The Mustang by Tootie Lou from Reddit, you said?
No. I can't remember.
All right, well, The Mustang by Tootie Lou from a website.
It was a pretty name. I just can't remember what it is right off the bat. My phone's like dead.
For sure. No, you're fine. Okay. All right, so here we go. My partner and I were fetching a friend's old... What? Watching. My bad. My partner and I were watching a friend's old house and his dogs in upstate New York while he was out of the country for work. The house is old, early 1800s, and huge and beautiful, but a bit creepy. But we needed to get out of the city, so we jumped at the cushy gig. I'm gonna open... One sec. I'm gonna open this on the tube so I can watch Chatteronies. There we go. Now I can see Chatteronies. Alright. We rented a car and we were heading up from the city. Our friend had left earlier that day and the dogs were in the house. I'd been driving most of the way, but my partner took over once I got sleepy. They're driving us on a dark, narrow mountain road in the Catskills. The road on the right side of us is a small ditch that quickly rises back up into the side of a mountain. The road on the left side is right on down the mountain, pretty much a straight drop. Our turn is coming up, and we're the only car on the road, and have been for almost an hour, and my partner puts the turn signal on, and we're turning, and we suddenly hear this revving engine sound behind us, and this sports car, like a 90s Mustang or something, going probably 100 miles an hour. This music is throwing off the vibe, babe. Hold up. I mean, that could work, I suppose. Like a 90s Mustang or something, probably going 100 miles an hour, zooms up next to us and swerves to the left to overtake us and make the turn before we do. My partner jerks the wheel to the right and at the last second slams on the brakes, and we veered off and managed to stop with one tire crooked into a ditch, inches from crashing into the side of the mountain on the right side. The other driver truly almost T-boned the driver's side of our car. We would have gone straight into the side of the mountain. While catching our breath, police lights and sirens screech up behind us and past us, chasing after the driver. We sat there in the car for a few minutes, just staring and breathing, talking each other down from how close we'd been to a fatal accident. We had both felt the rushes. We're about half a mile down from our friend's house when we see all 3 cop cars have pulled someone over. Great, they got him. But when we approached, we saw it was a giant pickup truck and not the Mustang that nearly killed us. We slowed down, passed on the left, and the driver of the truck looked really freaked out. We're staring back at him because we're thinking, how could they mistake this truck for that Mustang? They got the wrong guy. We went a bit further and we were approaching our friend's house up the road on the right, and I was looking up the directions that our friend sent. Pulled halfway into the driveway, get up, open the gate, etc. So we slowed down to open the gate. We turned to the driveway, and as soon as we slowed down to pull in on the other side of the road, parked, we saw the Mustang sitting right in front of our friend's house on the road with the door open, and there was a person in it. I panicked and barked at my partner not to slow down, but to keep driving. But for a second, I had this thought, don't let him see you go into this house. But we were already turning into the driveway, and I had to step out of the car and throw the gate open. And I kept telling myself, don't look at him, don't look, but I did. And he was looking right at me from inside the lit car. I can't tell much about what he looked like. White guy, middle-aged maybe, but his expression, it was this blank stare of determination. Like, he couldn't see me fully, but right before he turned away, I thought he gave me a kind of a snarl. I ran through the gate, closed it as soon as my partner drove through, and jumped back in the car. We sped up the driveway, jumped out the car, fumbled the lockbox and the key open, and ran in the house and started running around, turning off lights, checking the doors. Off lights? That doesn't make sense. And closing the curtains. His dogs are freaking out, barking, but they're both little lap dogs, so it's not like they were going to protect us. We got all the lights off and each grabbed a dog and huddled by the front window, looking out the side of the curtain. The car was still there, the door still open, and we could still see his shape sitting in the lit car across from the bottom of the driveway. And the thing about this gate to the driveway, it doesn't lock. It's just a little wooden country gate with a drop latch. It could easily come up he could easily come up to the house. We watched the light in the car at the bottom of the hill from the window for maybe 2 hours. We kept wondering where the cops were and why they pulled over the guy, like, when it was clearly this guy who was a psycho. Like, how long would he sit there across from the house until the light simply shut off? We think. Neither of us was 100% sure, but we kept going over it, and neither of us saw or heard it in the driveway. Logic won, though. And we convinced ourselves that we must have missed it driving away, or was just a reckless drunk driver who eventually headed home. We were both exhausted, so we decided to just get the dogs and pile into the bed and in the upstairs bedroom. We were too freaked out to sleep on the ground floor and try to watch a dumb movie to calm our nerves. The bedroom was in front of the house, and every once in a while I would see something out of the corner of my eye through the upstairs window and think it was the light in the car coming on again. But when I actually turned to look, there wouldn't be anything. So I'm proud to say we eventually fell asleep to Mighty Ducks 3. My goodness, who wrote this? You silly goose. We both woke up at the same time a few hours later, maybe 4 a.m. And every light in the house was on. Anyway. Judging from how lit the yard was out the window, every light in the entire house. Oh, I knew it! We had turned every light off before we went to sleep because we were terrified of someone seeing in. And there was a sound that at first I thought might be an alarm system, but once I fully woke up, I realized it was a howl. This music's too spunky. Hold up. Can you not be so spunky? No. What the? Sure, whatever. I'm gonna turn it down though, a little bit more. Both woke up, 4 a.m. Every light in the house was on. There was a sound that at first I thought might be an alarm system, but once I fully woke up, I realized it was a howl, and it was coming from everywhere. It sounded like it was coming from the walls and the floor and the ceiling and the bed all at once. And the tiny dogs were barking so hard they actually sounded kind of vicious. And I just thought, he's here. Ooh. We had gone to sleep with the only weapons we could find in the house tucked under our pillows. My partner had a dull kitchen knife and I had a hammer. And we grabbed them and started to get out of the bed. And when the lights started to... What? And then the lights started to move. First the 2 ceiling light bulbs and the 2 lamps started passing it around our room? What the? And it went in a circle for about 2 rounds, and then the noise stopped, and the room went completely black? What the fuck? We could still see the light in the hallway getting brighter under the door frame. The dogs got confused and stopped barking and slunk away from the door and went under the bed. Then the hallway light went out, and I could see through the window and the reflections of the grass outside and other lights of the house flashing on and off. The porch light, the room next to and under us, and then the lights cut off altogether. This is a house where the porch light is always on, and with emergency floodlights with a generator. This house can go off-grid if need be. This house has a full backup system, but there was nothing on. It was pitch black. Ooh. Eventually, amid what the fucks and tears and bargaining about who was going to check the house or flip the breaker switch in the basement, we came close to deciding us both and then finally agreed it was neither. We fell asleep again? Oh my Jesus. I'm trying not to judge these guys, I swear to God. Okay. The next morning when we woke, everything was fine. The lights worked, the dog seems untraumatized. We were shaky as hell, but the sun was out and seemed like maybe we just had some great spiritual misunderstanding the night before. What? What? We wonder if it was a collective hysteria from almost being in a wreck and being stressed from being in the city, and we felt dumb about our kitchen weapons. Yeah, probably. I mean, I don't want to judge.
People trying to rationalize. It's fine.
Oh my God. It was when we went into town to get coffee and groceries. We heard some people talking about a wreck. The night before, the guy in the Mustang had tried to pass the guy in the truck about 100 yards back down the road. where we saw the truck guy pulled over, the Mustang guy had gotten too close to the edge and drove off the mountain and died. Were there two Mustangs? Or was it a similar looking car? Did we imagine it? We had another week and a half in that house, and we slept with all the lights on. The hammer, the dumb knife, both the dogs every single night. I still hadn't told my friend. He's back in his house, and he loves it, and if somebody told me that shit, I would move immediately. The fucking end! Thanks, I hate it. That was terrible.
I knew you were gonna hate it.
Brother! Okay. Let's talk about it, though. Let's talk about that. So...
Like, yes, they were not smart in certain aspects at all.
Is this based on a true story? Is this
Yes.
made up? Oh my god! Oh. Okay. Well...
I think it was just the guy trying to say, like, hey, fucking dead, but sorry about trying to blast you off the road, too.
Yeah, honestly, a lot of the times they relive what they had last done. So it could have been where he ran the last car off the road and where he died last, and they just happened to pass through. What do you think? What do you think about this situation? Do you think that it's on his path of demise?
I think that he made a dumb-ass mistake, and he didn't know how to come to terms with it, and it freaked him out, so he went to the first place he could, you know? Like, I don't know. Or maybe he was just fucking angry.
I don't know. I'd probably be pretty angry.
Well, you're not allowed to be angry when you're the one trying to run other people off the fucking road.
I mean, do you think he was trying to run somebody off the road? Like, do you honestly think?
When you are going in the middle of the night around steep-ass roads like that, and you are cutting people off like that, I'm sorry, that's your own fault.
Okay. So he deserved it. Okay. So then he's probably stuck in a repetitive kind of limbo is what you're saying.
Till he accepts it, maybe.
They could have helped him.
Or maybe it was just his one last ditch effort to try and stay alive.
Yeah, half the time they don't even know they're dead. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, he didn't do anything super vindictive.
He didn't kill anybody but himself.
He just, like, turned on all the lights and then turned them all off.
Yeah, okay. So for a spirit, though, like... In my opinion, yeah, it freaked them out, but I don't think he was trying to do anything bad.
I think he was trying to call for help.
He was either trying to call for help or he
because he didn't realize he was dead.
There you go. He did not realize he was dead. I like this theory. I'm going to go with that as well. Oh, I found that one.
Yeah, I know. I left it there for a reason.
Thanks. Anyway, just... If anybody else listens to this, just let us know your thoughts on it. Feel free to message us. I would love to hear your opinion on the story. Obviously, the dogs were freaking out. Dogs are like animals are super sensitive to this kind of shit, and they were trying to warn them. I mean, the dogs may not have known if the spirit was good or bad or whatever. They were just like, I don't know, spiritual forces, frog. But yeah, feel free to let us know. Feel free to message us your opinions. I would love to see it. I would love to hear some answers. And should be you with your true crime, if you want to get in the hot seat and...
How about you sit on the bed for once?
Yeah, I know. You get in the hot seat, you get your little bookie book, and I'm gonna go.
I don't want to hear it at the same time.
You're not gonna be able to hear yourself. Fair enough. I'm gonna go get myself a sandwich. I'll be back.
No, you are not.
And that's not gonna take that.
It's gonna take a long time.
Yeah, I know. I got time.
No, I want you to hear this. You didn't listen to it before, so you need to stay, bitch.
It only takes 2 minutes.
No. Should have thought of that before we started.
Okay, fair enough.
Also, don't judge me for my reading out loud because I had to write all the shit down because I will forget all the details if I don't.
She do. It's not her fault. She's just a silly goosey.
So, I guess congratulations to us for our first true crime one. This one is about Vlado Tenesky. Vlado Tenesky was a journalist for 20 years in Kosovo, Macedonia. It was a small, quiet town. His stories were mostly about the local government offices and schools. His wife of 31 years described him as being a quiet and gentle man. His co-workers all said he was very low-key and soft-hearted. Then in 2005, Vlado got his first big story. 64-year-old Mitra I'm going to butcher this name, Simonyaska, had gone missing. She was a professional cleaner. Basically, she was a professional housekeeper. And her body was found at the local dump. She had been tied up, tortured, and eventually strangled. But the other shocking thing was that she was only 2 weeks dead, but she had been missing for 2 months. So that means she was held captive for almost 40 days before being murdered. Vlado Tenesky worked closely with authorities and investigators to cover the murder, with his editor and members of the town praising him for his attention to detail. Over the next 3 years, 3 more women would go missing. 78-year-old Gorica Paleski, then 56-year-old, Jesus Christ, Lupica Likowska, jeez. And then finally 65-year-old Savannah Timoneska. 2 of them discovered in the same condition as the first. Tied up, tortured, strangled, wrapped in plastic, and thrown away like trash. Gorica's body was never found. Police gave the killer a name. Of course they did. The Kosovo Monster. As he had the first, Vlado covered these murders with the same attention to detail, making him a crowd favorite amongst locals. But for 3 years, Vlado had been living a double life, and police soon became suspicious of his... Wow. I cannot write. Coverage of the killings. Jesus Christ. Why could I not read that word? There were details popping up in his stories that police hadn't shared with the public, like positions of the bodies, the places they were found in, and even the look of death in their eyes. Authorities soon suspected that Vlado knew who the killer was and was keeping it to himself so he could keep getting all those rave reviews for his column. And they were half right. Vlado did indeed know who the killer was, as he was the murderer himself. On one side, he was mild-mannered journalist with a beautiful wife and a solid career. But his behavior elsewhere in life suggested that he had animalistic tendencies. Of the 4 women that disappeared before, those whose bodies were found showed signs of being viciously raped, molested, and tortured for days, if not weeks, before being strangled to death with a phone cord. It was that detail that led the police to Vlado in the first place. Though they initially said all the victims were strangled, they never said with what. Noticing that Vlado had correctly named the specific type of phone cord used in one of his stories, they arrested him on suspicion of murder. After questioning him, they obtained a warrant to search his home, revealing further insight into its twisted mind. His home was filled with pornography and notes about the crimes. He had been carrying out the murders and then writing out them in great detail, as if taunting the police. After matching the DNA to the semen on the victims. Vlado Tanaski was arrested and charged on all 4 murders. But while the police were God, I cannot fucking talk today.
Neither.
While the police were building their case against him, the once famous reporter committed suicide in his cell by drowning himself in a bucket of water, thus ending the life of the Casifo monster. Tanaski were all cleaners. What the fuck? Where the fuck? What the fuck did I even write there? Damn my bad handwriting. Did I skip a whole page?
Maybe.
No, I didn't. Okay. Double checking, make sure I'm not crazy. Oh, Tanaski's victims were all cleaners. I just forgot to write the word. Which was actually the same profession that his mother was in. And they all bore a striking resemblance to his mother as well. I think he got off easy drowning himself, to be honest. Also, how are you going to drown yourself in a bucket in jail?
Poop.
I will never understand that. Do they give you a water bucket in prison?
They give you a toilet.
I know they give you a toilet.
They disassemble a toilet? When was this? What year?
Oh, it was like 2005 was when the first case, so it was 2008.
Toilet.
Yeah, I think they meant to say toilet in the thing, but
Damn.
maybe they did have a bucket of water. I don't know. It's a different country.
Oh, maybe. If it's a different country, yeah. Maybe.
But dude, fuck that guy.
Mm-hmm.
First of all,
I'm wondering
how are you gonna take out nice, old housekeeping ladies? They didn't do nothing wrong to you.
It makes you wonder what his mother did to him to cause this. Because remember,
They all look like his mother.
I know. And creatures like that are not born, they are made. So, you gotta wonder if
Some of them are born.
Oh, yeah, very few. Like, statistically, like, the percentage is very low when they are born.
But generally, yeah.
They're
It's
generally
a
made.
life thing.
So, like, you gotta wonder what did his mother do to him to cause this psychosis to be like...
I'd love to know, but I haven't been able to find anything.
You probably won't. It's probably all, like, sealed and stuff, so... Wow.
But I just thought that was really fucked up.
Yeah, that feels like it's out of an episode of the shit that you watch, man. Like, that's pretty good. Good job. I love it. Alright. Thank you, Candy, for your spooky story. And...
Sorry that I read like shit.
Oh, no, me too.
I'm horrible at reading out loud.
Oh, me too. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I am about to bring you a recipe. Delicioso. I'm going to share, drumroll please, my Hobbit dilly bread. Now,
Fucking delicious.
yeah, I gotta make more of it, honestly. I might do it after this. Who knows? We might
should probably throw a trigger warning on that.
Oh! Hey! Trigger warning.
Because I forgot.
Okay. So, Hobbit dilly bread. Alright. Get your pens and pencils out, my friends. Hobbit dilly bread, you are going to need 1 cup of hot water, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 4.5 teaspoons of active instant yeast, 3 cups of flour, a half a stick of butter, or a whole stick depending, 1 egg, sea salt, pepper, hidden ranch dehydrated dill, butter garlic seasoning, Italian seasoning, and to preheat your oven. What are we yapping about? Oh my Jesus. Welcome in, Zeph. We just covered what was your story? What was we just covered some true crime story about what's his name?
Vlado Teneski.
Vlado Teneski. We just covered the story about that. He was murdering other housekeepers that looked like his mother. But he was
just
on the
to get stories.
just to
So
get
he could
stories.
get
He was on the investigation, was he not?
Yeah.
He was on the investigation. They eventually found it out. That's what we're yapping about. I'm sorry that we got a little far into it. We are about to do my recipe for Hobbit dilly bread, though. Let's see, I just covered the ingredients. Preheat the oven to 400 degrees. All right. In a medium bowl, place your hot water, your sugar, stir that in there, incorporate it, and then place your yeast in the water. Do not stir it. Just place it on the surface of the water. Let it set for 10 minutes, and it will foam and activate. And in a separate large bowl, place your flour, your sea salt, pepper, butter, garlic, seasoning, generous helping of dehydrated dill. Incorporate that. Make a divot for your egg. Do not mix it yet. After the yeast is foamy, dump it onto your egg and in your flour mixture and mix until it's a sticky dough blob. Add flour if needed, and then knead that shit for 3 minutes. It should be thick and not smooth looking. Transfer to an olive oil bowl. Let it rest and rise for an hour and a half. Make sure to cover that with a moist, like a towel. When it rises, punch the dough and knead the dough until it becomes a smooth dough ball. Cut into two. Melt some butter and butter garlic seasoning and grease 2 bread pans with the butter mixture. Bake at about 400 for 24 minutes. And then use the butter mixture for the top of it. And when the bread is done and cooling, brush that mixture on the top of the loaves. And then you should have some delicious dilly bread. I'm going to close that.
It is super fucking good.
Oh, thank you, dear. Yes, sir. What else did we need to cover today? I mean, I was going to do a type of game review, but I don't have anything that's like super current. Repo was fun when I got to play it. I definitely suggest playing it with friends. It's much like Lethal Company, but it's like really super funny because their heads move kind of like Quentin and Terrence from South Park. Or Terrence and Phillip. Yeah. Terrence and Phillip, the Canadians. Absolutely.
I remember when that came out. So wild.
I know, right? Let's see. What was new? Final Fantasy just got another expansion. They are revisiting things from Final Fantasy XI. World of Warcraft just dropped midnight. They added another race. It's basically like Night Elves and Trolls had a really sexy baby.
They also altered your transmog.
What? What do you mean?
So that you can make sets for your character that you can just rotate through.
Gross.
And not have to pay for after you paid the first time.
Oh, okay,
So
okay,
you're not
okay.
spending as much to look fancy.
Dawn Trail's over. It's like a little mini patch, I suppose. They're bringing stuff back from Final Fantasy XI. You're going to be going back to the Kingdom of Sandaria. Let's see, what else? Monster Hunter Wilds has been doing that crossover with Final Fantasy for Chocobos and vice versa. We've had a lot of crossovers with what was it? Helldivers and Halo. So you get a lot of like Spartan gear coming on Helldivers, and then what was that other? There was another crazy ass fucking crossover. It was nope. Nope.
I don't know. That's more of a you memory than me.
Yeah, no. I just keep seeing little snippets of things here and there. I don't have any reviews for the new Fable.
Wait, did it come out already?
There's another one. It's coming. I don't think it's here yet. The mobile edition for Destiny 2 has arrived.
Yeah, I saw that today.
Yeah, I actually got to play the beta.
Don't think I could play Destiny on my phone.
It's actually pretty lightweight for the graphics. It's pretty good. It feels just like Destiny 2.
Do you want your blind wife to try and look at her tiny phone screen to play
Tablet.
that?
Tablet. There we go. What else? Trying to think of any other cool game news I have. I don't have any personal cool game news.
I guess supposedly they're working on the next Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, yeah, right. There's news in the works about another Kingdom Hearts. There's news in the works about another Darksiders. Darksiders 4, baby. I'm really super stoked about that. That's something I want to get involved in.
Hopefully they give you the option to make it old school and not their weird new shit.
It might take a month like they did last time in 3. Because 3 you used to not have that option.
Yeah, and 3 in the beginning of that was horrible.
Absolutely. Yes. Let's see. So, what are we going to cover next episode of this?
I don't know. I am searching for my lures.
She's searching. I think we'll start doing some tarot readings along with the horoscopes.
Tarot instead of horoscopes, because this horoscopes are...
Yeah. The horoscopes that I've been reading are just kind of like, what's up? Still better that our only Darksiders was Strife was an... What? Bitter that our only Darksiders was Strife was an overhead hack.
Yeah, he's talking about that one.
Genesis or whatever the fuck.
Shitty one that I refuse to play.
Yeah. It looked like Diablo 3, and it was just a hack and slash. Yes, I'm also very pissed about it because I thought Strife was going to be so much cooler than this Deadpool-like character. I swear to God, it's like they didn't have the stuff.
About it because how are you going to change how Darksiders gameplay is that much?
I agree. She's got a point.
Like, we didn't buy Darksiders to play Diablo. If I wanted to play Diablo, I'd play Diablo.
That's right. But to make him like Deadpool, like, come on.
Like a little bitch to me, honestly.
Like, I had so much respect for Strife. I had so much respect for Strife until they told me what was going on with that game, and I'm like, are you shitting me right now?
That's probably why they're making this fourth one finally. It's because they knew that everybody else was pissed.
Probably. I hope so. I hope that it proves to be multiplayer for one, cross-platform. It better. In the big 2.5, as Potato says, in the big 2.5, we have the technology for cross-platform on everything. They just have to make a fucking effort to do it.
Yeah.
I'm so bitter, Zeph. Like, you have no idea how, but I have a Darksiders tattoo on my chest. Like, come on, guys. Stop making it suck. It's gotta be cool. Like, oy vavoy. For real.
I wouldn't mind getting a tattoo of her, though.
Oh, of Fury? Yeah. I do like that they have Game Plus Plus. That is great.
It is. I'm on plus 2 now, I think, on that one.
Starting from 2 in later games, you can do Game Plus. I just wish it started from Game 1. But they didn't have that kind of technology, so
I wish that our Darksiders 2 didn't glitch in the same spot every time.
Yeah, we have one of those. It's fantastic. Let's see. So, next episode, we will be covering more true crime or more spooky spooks?
Probably both.
Okay. Well, thank you, Zeph, for hanging out. I do not have anything else to add to this. Is there anything else you would like to add? What are we going to do?
Apologies for the late trigger warning.
Oh, yeah! Sorry for the late trigger.
I actually meant to do that before I started the story, but I figure you're kind of on the 18 plus thing, so that's already a trigger warning in itself.
For sure. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you one and all for hanging out with episode 2.
Woo!
All right. We will see you next time, hopefully sooner. Right. All right. So, with that, I am Black Moon, and this is Candy Carnage, and we are Moon Carnage Inc.